So if I want to log in into a computer system, I should identify myself, or I should introduce myself to the system that I am a valid user or I am the owner of the system. So that is called as authentication. When a computer program or when a computer user wants to log in into a computer system, then the installed operating system will do this authentication job. So any operating system you take, or any installed OS in the either in laptop or in mobile phones you may take, if you want to access a particular application, or if you want to log in into the mobile phone or log in into the computer system, first you should first you should make introduction of yourself, or you should identify yourself to the computer system. So when you access the informations in the computer systems through the desired credentials, that identification job or authentication job will be done by the operating systems. And sometimes it is important to authenticate the user, because the system may have very important documents of the owner. So if I'm the owner of my computer or system or my mobile phone, I may have I may have stored many important documents in my computer system. And if any user wants to access to my computer system, obviously he will get access to my documents also. So at that times it is very important to authenticate the user, or to identify, or identification of user at that times is very important. Next is methods of authentication. So we can authenticate a user, or the operating system will authenticate a user in the following methods, that is by using the passwords. Passwords are in the computer systems we will use password, and in mobile phones we will use password and patterns, or any other means of application, that is using physical object authentication is done in case of ATMs. So if we want to access our account info, or if we want to withdraw money, we need to use that ATM card with magnetic tape. All the information of our account will be stored in that magnetic tape, and that card is in that case that card is known as the physical object. So by using that also we can authenticate ourselves. And using biometric means using fingerprints or retina, like that. And user authentication using countermeasures and other countermeasures except these password, physical object methods and biometric methods. Next is user authentication using password. So how can we authenticate a user or identify the user using passwords? That is, password authentication is most widely used form of authenticating the user. So this is most widely used, and almost everywhere you can see passwords, like while using your Facebook account, or while logging into a mobile, or while accessing a specific application in the mobile, or logging in into the computer system. At that time we will make use of passwords. And in this method, user is required to type the specified username or ID and the password. The user has to mention the intended or specific username or ID and password given to him. And this is the easy method and easy to implement as well. This is the easiest method. Almost we can see everywhere the password authentication method, and it is easy to implement as well. The typed password is compared with the stored password. So the best example for this is while logging in into a computer system. So while setting up the OS, we will also set up the security settings. So at that time we will give some password. So and that password will be stored in operating system. Operating system will take care of all those things. That password will be stored in the database. So when logging into the system, if you type that password, the typed password and the password that is stored in the database will be compared. So if that matches, the user is allowed to use the computer system, or else it will show the password is wrong, or the user cannot log in into the system. Next is, how can we improve the password security? So even though we have kept the security, password security for our documents or for our whole system, at that times also hackers or malicious viruses can hack that. So at that time, how can we improve the password security, and what measures can be taken to improve our password security? Means the password should be minimum of 8 characters. The password should be the password should not be so less in length, such that the hacker can easily identify or easily recognize the combination of your characters. So the password should be at least minimum of 8 characters, and maximum you can have in n number of characters in your password, and it should contain both uppercase and lowercase letters. So if we set our password using only lowercase, and if the hacker gets any clue of that, he can easily hack our system and steal our documents. So at that time, what we need to do, we should use both, combination of both upper and lowercase letters. And password should contain at least 1 digit and 1 special character. So the password should be minimum of 8 characters length, and within that 8 characters length we should have both uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and digits and special characters as well. So you can have any number of digits and special characters, but at least one you should include. And don't use dictionary words and no names. So suppose don't use, like for example, don't use your name only. So the first and foremost thing what comes to the mind of users is keeping their own names as password, and this is very well understood by the hackers. So at that times there is a lot of chances to get your data lost.